Hello everyone, this is James Shore with another test-driven development video. Today's August 18th. I'm picking up where I left off. When we finished off last time, I was just looking at the dollars text field and fixing a defect that involved the text field not changing color when you put a negative sign in it. Now, when we left off, I'd just done some root cause analysis and determined that the root cause here was that I changed the field from a JPanel to a JText field, or a JText field to a JPanel, and I expected all the interface is that I was calling to continue to behave the same way, and of course they didn't. Now, Chris Rude on my blog commented that he found the problem and suggested a solution, which was involving modifying the set foreground. In the last episode, I said that I wasn't a big fan of that, but now that I've done this root cause analysis and realized that really this is about expecting the semantics to remain the same, what that tells me is that a good design for this would be to enforce that idea, that I expect the semantics of dollars text field to be one of setting the value. So I'm going to go ahead and put a set foreground color and a set background color, or a get foreground color, on this component. And I think I'm going to write some tests around that as well. So let's see, we can set and clear icon, can get and set arbitrary text, and we can get and set foreground color, which corresponds to text color. So I should be able to say field.set foreground to, I don't know, cyan, and then get back cyan. That will work as it stands right now, because we are actually setting the foreground. But now I'm going to take this one step further and say not only is panel color changed, or the field color changed, we want the color change, the actual text. So we can retrieve color. We don't care what changes. We don't care if the panel changes or not, but the actual text color changed as well. So let's see, color.cyan from the text component. So I guess, doing root cause analysis, one thing I really want is I want to come up with a solution that's going to automatically prevent this from happening in the future. I don't want it to be something that I can have to remember. That's not something I'm sure how to do here. Oh, sorry, that was a bit of an aside. So back to this. So we need to get the set foreground working properly. I believe this will fail due to some stuff that happens when the class is being constructed. Yeah. So what I'll need to do is say if text field is not null, then we'll set the foreground. And that's still failing. It would probably be a good idea for us to call the parent. there. And then the other thing I want this to do is setting, let's do it this way, setting foreground color changes text color. That's what we're really doing here. And that should pass. And then we want to say getting foreground color get foreground color is based on text color, not panel color. So if we change the underlying text component, not that that should ever happen, to pink, then panel color color base is based on text color. So we should get pink back. And I believe this will fail. Right? That will probably still fail due to it being null. Oh, and also not compiling. Yep. We shouldn't have to call get foreground in this case. There we go. Okay. So, bugs me a little bit because I'm mucking around with the internals of swing, and who knows how well that works. But that should work. And in fact, it does. All right. So I think that takes care of the great negative color debacle. I think we can get rid of this. Let's put this at the bottom. We'll try to remember it. So that's done. Okay, now we can look at $text field render target adapter. That shouldn't modify the text field directly, but now it doesn't really need to. Yeah. You know, I really want to modify, as I stop and look at this for a moment, I kind of want to modify the change listener so that it sets the icon and the tooltip text at the same time. Yeah, let's make a note to do that. that's already been taken care of. Modify change listener so that icon and icons tooltip are set together. Yeah, you know, I think that would be a pretty good change. It would clean this interface up nicely. The only question in my mind is how much work would that be? I don't think it would be a whole lot of work. Let's see if we can do that. So the change listener is defined where? Oh, sorry, it's render target. Render target is defined here. So let's add a new version. Yeah. That, of course, is going to cause this to fail. You know, I think I can just do this super fast. Let's see. I'm taking a bit of a risk here. By doing more changes at once than I really ought to. But I think I can get away with it. So got that. This needs we've got that. Got that. That. And that. So does everything still pass? Yes, it does. And that is why static type systems can be really nice, because I get to follow the compiler through. Now, given our recent history, I kind of want to make sure this all works. So we should have a little tooltip hovering there. Yep. And there. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And ditto. Yeah, everything still seems to be working. All right. So where does that leave us? I think that leaves us with a fairly nice dollars text field and a fairly nice render method as well. Let's look at invalid dollars real quick. Yep, that looks pretty good. Okay, well, I think that brings us to the end of our time for this episode. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will catch you next time.